In today's video, I want to recreate this setup that we had in Nasdaq futures right here. Actually, the zone was 215.40 to 215.90 area before we had this rather healthy rally. Let's just get rid of this and see how far we actually went. Okay, 1085 and a quarter points off of this support. So let's start with a blank chart and I'll show you what we did. All right, so here's the blank chart of September futures contract. And at the time, obviously, we didn't have, that rally there. So let's just kind of get rid of that so we can, look at it as if we didn't have the rally that we had. And I'm going to start with symmetry. Okay, so remember, symmetry is basically the projections. We're comparing swings in the same direction. So for example, I'm taking prior high to low swings and then comparing them with the current swing to see if we might find some support. So that's where I use the three-pointed tool. And then we're also going to look at retracements and extensions. So here, here's the three-pointed tool where I can take a high to a low and project from a high. So let's start right here, high to low from this high. Okay, 215.90. Let's also check out this swing, high to low from this high. Okay, that comes in a little bit lower, 215.40 area. Here's another one right here. Let me just make sure I've got the right high, 217.70. Okay, yeah, 79 is the high, so high to low. Project from the high. Okay, now these look like they're going to be too small, but you can always try them. Okay, and you can see that we went through this one, so we're going to get rid of it. Let's see if there's anything over here. I mean, we can measure this high to low, but we know it's going to come in a lot lower. We have this high to low. That is a little bit lower, and that's probably good enough as far as the projections. Then retracements. So retracements, what we can look at is, we can run, for example, the low to the high, the higher low to the high, and if we need to, we can go back here and find some of the other retracement decisions and see if it matches up with some of that symmetry. But let's start with the more recent swings. So let's take this low to this high using the retracement tool. Okay, I can see that there's a 786 in there. Okay, and then let's do the slightly larger swing here, low to high. I don't think we're going to need much more than this as far as retracements are concerned. All right, we are going to get rid of the one that we went through. And I'm also going to kind of get rid of a lot of the other levels because we're not close to that. And then what about an extension? Well, the only extension I can see that we can use at this point would be, well, actually maybe this one, low to high and extend downwards, and this low to high and extend downwards. Let's see where that comes in. So here we'll try this one, low to high. Okay, yep, there's an extension right in that area. And then let's try the last one, the one that's a little bit closer, this low to this high. Okay, and extensions are essentially retracements beyond 100%. That's where I'm using 1.272 and 1618, and then sometimes 2618. All right, I'm just getting rid of some of the other ones that are a little bit further away. But, bottom line, just running, from these key highs and lows and running all possible retracements, projections, and extensions, that's what gave us the, the top end of this zone of support. And that came in at 215.40 to 215.90. It hit the zone. It held the zone. We're having a nice rally off of it. Or actually, we've already met targets. So if we take this high to this low, okay, target one was 225. Oh, actually, why did I erase it? Try it again. The 225.29 area. Now, a second target would be 227.91. But, bottom line, that's the way that, we run the charts every single day. We look for all possible retracements, extensions, and projections, and look to identify key support and resistance decisions. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and probably do a couple of these videos a week for you.